Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get your weekly energy, okay? Now this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, Virgos, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? I hope that you are enjoying your Easter weekend. But let's see what the energy is like for this week. What do we have for my Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. What's the strongest energy here, Spirit, for the week? Give me a card for now and a card for going forward. And going forward. Okay, looks like it was coming in the reverse, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we do have imprisonment and poverty and bad health and community. I don't know. I've been getting this like really weird dream for like the last 3 days, right? But it's like I've been getting this vision where someone here has been, I don't know if they've been like laundering money through a business, but it would be like dirty money, okay? They may need to be careful of that because I don't know if someone here is going to get caught up for something. But your first card coming out is the wealthy man, and it is a number 13. And it's interesting with that energy at the bottom of the deck, imprisonment and poverty here. Now the number 13 represents the death card, which can talk about endings and new beginnings. But again, if someone here is making their money in the wrong way, you may want to rethink. But moving on, the card going forward here, which it is in the reverse, is the marriage card. And it is a number 3, which could be significant here. Show me more. Now, maybe someone here also feels unhappy in a situation, but maybe they don't know how to get out of it. What's the energy here, Spirit? What is the wealthy man? We have the cross, number 36 or 63, but it does boil down to a number 9, okay? Now, the cross does talk about maybe someone having a big problem. It can talk about a burden. It can talk about a religious situation here, or and with the number 9, it's giving the wounded warrior. So the wounded warrior is that energy of, like I said, maybe someone here is going through something difficult, but it's that energy where Spirit says, hey, listen, you have the, or it's almost like you have the strength to move forward out of something here, but I don't know, it just feels like it's not going to be easy, but it's that energy where it may be worth it here. Now, someone here may have already come out of that energy because it's reminding me of the daily affirmation, okay? So let me just grab it. And the daily affirmation today was a lion. And you see him standing there, but you see him standing there firm and strong, right? And he has all this kind of wind blowing around him and things like that. But the card actually says, I've made it through hard times before, and I've come out stronger and better because of them. I'm going to make it through this. So you see that wounded warrior energy? Perseverance and resilience. So some of you may need to pull on your inner strength this week. Show me going forward. Why is marriage in the reverse? Yeah, you got the ring coming out. And it talks about promise, commitment, partnership, deal, contract, and cycle. Number 25 could be significant, or 52, but it boils down to a 7. And the 7s can talk about standing your ground. They can also be warnings, but it also does talk about protection. Show me more. What's the wealthy man in the cross? Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a number 8 here. And it says, do not drink the poison. It says, do not do things you know are bad for you. That makes me think of alcohol. Yeah, the card coming out, it says falling. It says the unknown. It says descent. It says momentum, and it says change. It almost gives me this energy where almost like someone had to fall before they could rise. But it's also, I'm hearing spirit say, well, they had to fall. And with that fall energy, right, they had to decide whether they were going to stay there or get back up. Again, that kind of wounded warrior energy here. What is the marriage in the reverse and the ring? You have the number 43 or the number 34 could be significant here. And it says manage to be glad. It says create your own happiness regardless of the conditions. So again, that energy of making a choice. Are you going to let something hold you back? Are you going to stay in that energy of crying over spilt milk? Things that you cannot change? Or you're going to learn from that situation and lift your head up and say, you know what? Slowly but surely I'm going to move forward here. You have the number 9 at the bottom of the deck, and it says curiouser and curiouser. It says discovery. It says inquiry. It says weirdness and curiosity. Yeah, exactly. You can't go back to yesterday. We already saw don't drink the poison. You can't go back to yesterday. So Spirit is saying to someone here, be in the present. Make a difference this week. In terms of yourself. In terms of whoever I'm speaking to. In terms of picking yourself up. Yeah, right behind it. Find the lesson. It's interesting. We have message from a rabbit in the reverse here. Maybe somebody ignored some sort of warnings. Maybe someone here didn't listen to their intuition. Maybe someone didn't listen to some sort of advice from someone. But it's all just part of learning. Yeah, I just saw the 10 of Wands and the death and the rebirth. And yeah, there we go. It's like something makes somebody stronger or helps somebody to stand in their power with the Emperor energy. Male or female. Give me 3 cards. What's this wealthy man, the cross and falling? Coming out sideways is the Queen of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Pentacles, so that makes the 9 of Pentacles energy. And we have the Lovers. Gemini energy. What is the marriage in the reverse, the ring, and manage to be glad? Someone could be going through some sort of a divorce. Yes, strength card. Pulling on that inner strength, like I said. Leo energy. Landing on the 8 of Pentacles is a 7 of Wands. Which the ring does make the number 7. And I got the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the 2 of Cups with the Ace of Wands. So is this about new love? Is this about something that somebody manifested here? Oh, if it is, it's wish fulfillment. A situation brings healing, hope, faith. But after the 10 of Wands. And there's a King of Pentacles. So this definitely could be about a husband and wife situation. I did hear Spirit say something about mother and father. And then you have, look at that, the 6 of Wands. Nice. All right, let's clarify these cards. Page of Pentacles, but something here could boil down to some sort of choice that somebody makes. Someone may have been holding back because I don't know if someone here was trying to get more information, or I don't know if someone here has been watching something or learning something that has been helping them to get through some sort of heartache. 3 of Swords. Someone here has been beating themselves up about maybe some sort of wrong choice that they made. Don't see it as a mistake. It's almost like I see here with the 8 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. It's like, what's after that? The Knight of Cups. King of Cups, the world. Yeah. I don't know if someone's speaking to somebody online, or maybe there's a difference here in just religion or something like that, or culture. With the King of Cups and the world. There could be distance between you and someone. What is this Queen of Pentacles, and why did she come out sideways? What is the weekly energy for Virgo? Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Swords. Show me more. Landed on the Lovers, Page of Pentacles. Someone may want to communicate here with you, Virgos. I don't know if you know who this is, or if you have an idea about this, because this Queen of Pentacles, her eyes are closed. And she's just holding on to her pentacle. You can see it. She got her legs crossed, her arms crossed. You know, she got this very kind of like mellow smile on her face. Almost like she's got no cares in the world. It just feels like she's in a good place. She's got these tree branches kind of growing out of her hair. It almost makes me feel like very grounded, very connected to nature. Ace of Swords, it talks about victory and success. It talks about truth and clarity. What's the Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords? Yeah, you got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so that would make the Eight of Pentacles, and we already have that out here. Now, Seven of Pentacles does talk about your investments, right? Thinking about the long term, thinking about the future. But this is also an energy here where I feel like someone here may be getting rewarded for some sort of skilled work, or there's been some sort of growth in something. Maybe you have mastered something that you have been studying here, Virgos. Show me about the Eight of Pentacles. You've got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck with the Star and the King of Wands, and this looking at the Eight of Pentacles. Is this somebody you work with? Somebody that watches you at work here? Now, for some of you, this could be someone who admires what it is that you do. Or maybe some of you have been helping to heal somebody. So again, going back to that energy, some of you could be healers, and that can be in any area, right? Maybe some of you are carers. Maybe some of you are mentors. Confirmation. Maybe some of you are like counselors, or you just hold that energy about you. You're the one that people come to for advice. What's this Eight of Pentacles? Coming out sideways, you have the World card. Yeah, somebody does something online, and that landed on the Lovers. Show me more about the Eight of Pentacles and the World. It's like you're accomplishing things here, Virgos. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. This is talks about teamwork, collaboration. Again, you working on some sort of solid foundation. What's the World and the Three of Pentacles? The Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Show me more about this. Someone may want to propose to someone, or maybe they just want to kind of, let's see, yeah, Page of Swords. I don't know, maybe somebody wants to turn up at your home or visit you at your home. And then you have the Hangman. Someone here is stuck in their head. Why the Hangman? Even though they're being enlightened about something. Have you helped to awaken somebody, or is this you going through this awakening here? Hangman is about seeing something from a different perspective. Even though someone maybe had to take some sort of time out here. Maybe stay in isolation for a bit. But it kind of looks to me like maybe someone here is getting into that energy where they're kind of now ready to start moving. Knight of Pentacles. Even though it's the slowest knight in the deck. It's a knight who is being responsible, practical. I'm also hearing the word guarded, because again, someone here could have been through something. Otherwise, why would they be in this falling energy? Unless this is like an energy of somebody, like I said, going through like the dark night of the soul. There's a new phase here. This is an energy also of forgiveness, letting things go. Like I was saying at the beginning, things that you cannot change, but maybe things that you had to learn from. Four of Wands. So for some of you, this could be someone who wants to propose something to you, but maybe they're afraid, or someone could have just come out of a relationship. But what's the Lovers? I'm hearing that Mystic Meg's voice. It was written in the stars. And we did just see the Wheel of Fortune. What's the Lovers? You have the Three of Wands, okay? So the Three of Wands talks about seeing the bigger picture of a situation. Again, this energy, almost like the Seven of Pentacles, where someone here is thinking about their future. This is an energy of moving forward. Yeah, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. With the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, that would make the Seven of Pentacles that we have over here. And right behind it, you have the 10. So for some of you, something could move very quickly into some sort of commitment. 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. A gift from the universe. Something solid, something stable. An equal give and take. Whether you're in a relationship, partnership, any kind of friendship. You want that Six of Pentacles energy because you don't want to be in something where you have people just taking from you. And you don't want to be in a situation where you're just giving. What's the Three of Wands? Landing on the Eight of Pentacles is the Eight of Swords. So 88 could be significant here. But you see, someone's very much in their head with the Eight of Swords. Why the Eight of Swords? It could have something to do with that energy that we saw at the bottom here. Imprisonment. Stuck in their head. The Eight of Swords is an illusion. Two of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords, Two of Swords makes a Ten of Swords energy. So there has been some sort of betrayal in this situation somehow, some way. But the Two of Swords is in the reverse. And it talks about maybe somebody feeling a little bit confused, or with the Three of Wands, maybe that confusion is clearing. But it does still talk about worry. Show me more about the Two of Swords in the reverse. Why is it here for the Eight of Swords? The Ace of Pentacles, someone worried about finances. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Coming in the reverse is the Empress. That landed on falling. Why is the Empress in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles? The Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. For someone here, I don't know if they felt like maybe somebody married them for money or was only around them for money or in a relationship with them for money here. But it kind of feels like somebody doesn't want that energy to happen again. But clarify, what's the Empress in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles? Why is that Empress in the reverse? A Queen of Cups. Confirmation. Something to do with a water sign here. Now, the Empress in the reverse talks about someone who is codependent. It talks about someone who has a lack of focus. I see the Empress in the reverse as maybe someone who is not a good mother. They're not able to manifest. They have some sort of creative block. One more. Someone could have lied about maybe a child or a pregnancy. What's the Empress in the reverse with this Queen of Cups? The Sun card. Now, for others of you, this may be someone as well, because with the Empress coming out in the reverse, this could be, right, someone who maybe overlooked you. But you see, I was just saying something about a child, right? The Sun card, you see a child on this card. There could also maybe something was exposed about someone here. Nine of Cups can talk about greed, or maybe someone who has some sort of addictions. And the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Pentacles talks about either somebody really wanting to hold on to someone here or somebody holding back. Someone may be very materialistic, but what's this Strength card? Let's focus on Virgo. What's the Strength card? The Four of Swords. It's like I hear somebody saying, I'm trying. The Devil. Why is the Devil here with the Four of Swords? And you have the Six of Wands. Four of Swords can talk about someone who may be suffering in silence here. Someone definitely could be recovering from something. It could be an addiction here. Or maybe, like I said, maybe someone here is trying to fight that. But I feel like somebody gets through. Or maybe you have completed some sort of rehab or something like that for somebody here. But I also see somebody trying really hard to pull themselves out of whatever kind of darkness or depression or despair this energy feels like. Six of Wands is victory and success. Show me more about the Devil, though. Show me more about the Devil. Five of Cups. Okay. Show me more about the Devil. I see the King of Pentacles energy. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is standing your ground. This is fighting back. This is overcoming any kind of challenges here. Just holding your own. So something does seem difficult for somebody, but I see them fighting. I see them holding on to this strength energy here. Someone could have Leo highly aspected in their chart. You got the Moon and you got the King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like behind the scenes, someone here is very much in their emotions about something. Now, this could also be an energy of fear. Show me the Seven of Wands. You have the Queen of Wands. Landed on the Eight of Pentacles. What's the Seven of Wands? Now this makes the Eight of Wands energy. You have the Nine of Pentacles. I had a feeling. I thought the Queen of Pentacles was going to fall out. But Nine of Pentacles, that'll do. It's confirmation for me. Some of you may have fire highly aspected in your chart, right? But what I'm noticing is that this Queen of Wands has that one wand in her hand. For some of my Virgos, especially the feminines, it feels like you don't really have much trouble in terms of following your mind, right? You may have this attitude about you where if you want to do something, you do it. If you want to go after something, you go after it here, right? You may be in this energy where you just have a zest for life, right? And that energy could be rubbing off on somebody here. Nine of Pentacles, you're coming out as independent and self-sufficient. So some of you may be single, okay? And with that Seven of Wands, when you look at this woman, she's sitting in this kind of bubble where some of you may really just keep your circle really small. Some of you are really in this energy where you kind of just keep yourself to yourself. You focus on your own goals. You focus on your own path. You're in this energy for someone here, yeah, with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, where it's almost like you don't need validation. Your validation is your own intuition. Your validation is your own mind. Queen of Swords is someone who is very clear thinking. And you're coming out over here as the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you may be speakers, depending on what it is that you do for work here. But give me one more. But I feel like because you have the King of Wands right behind that with the Star card, this could be somebody from your past here. This could be a soulmate energy. This could be someone that you grew up with, someone that you have children with. But I feel like with the Queen of Wands out here in the Nine of Pentacles, you're helping to put somebody in this King of Wands energy, whether they're a fire sign or not. I'm hearing, I'm hearing you helping someone to get their mojo back. I don't know why that sounded like a little robot. But all right, what's the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles? The Lovers. So we would have had the Lovers out here twice. One card. Thank you. Landing on the Four of Wands is the Page of Cups. You may have secret admirers here. Or like I said, somebody just loves the way you carry yourself. This could be new love for some of you with the Page of Cups. It's like you make somebody here, or this is you, Virgos, right? But it's an energy where almost like somebody is starting to dream about what their future could look like, what they could have, right? You're helping somebody to kind of, it's like the Five of Cups energy, right? When I think about it. And you see how this man's head is kind of like bowed down. It's almost like you're helping to lift someone's head back up again. So that energy again, where we saw the star, right? Hope and faith, rejuvenation, healing. What's the Six of Wands? I see a King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for some of you. What's the Six of Wands? The Lovers. So it came out anyway. And like I said, you already have it out here. You may get a lot of love, maybe from the community. Again, depending on what you do online here. Show me more about the Lovers. For some of you, if this is about a relationship or a new relationship, for some of you, it could tell me here that it's going to be very successful. It's giving that energy where for some of you, yes, even though you're coming out here as a Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, where it says to me, hey, listen, you can do bad all by yourself, right? The Lovers talks about two heads are better than one. Show me more. You have the Ace of Pentacles coming in the reverse. I don't know if somebody feels like it's a lost opportunity. If you hear that little growling in the background, don't worry about my stomach. It likes to make an appearance every now and again. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. A mischance. Bad investment. What's the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? I see the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What's the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Why is that here? Coming out sideways is the Strength card, Leo energy. You have the Four of Cups, so there's the energy of a missed opportunity, right? Somebody in their head. Queen of Pentacles with the Strength card. And what's the Four of Cups? The Ten of Cups. Hit the Four of Wands. Somebody feels like they missed out on having some sort of emotional fulfillment or a family situation here with you, or this could be a family member. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Tower. And the Knight of Cups. It's giving somebody feels like they made a wrong choice. What's the Four of Cups, Ten of Cups? Why is it here for the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? King of Cups. Yeah, that makes the Five of Cups energy. We already have that out here with the Four of Swords. It's like somebody, I really feel like somebody needs to get out of their head, okay? Again, Spirit is saying easier said than done. I understand that. But, I mean, what else am I supposed to sit up here and say? You know, I feel like for sometimes the way I see the readings, especially if they're general, right? It's more like I would just read it from like a bird's eye view rather than get into the little details because it's not a personal reading, right? But I can see the bigger picture of what Spirit is trying to say to someone. Okay. What does Virgo need to know about their finances this week? Oh, I don't know. Give me some advice for this. I feel like I just left somebody on some sort of a cliffhanger, you know. Give me some advice for this, Spirit. So you have the summer solstice. It says celebration, it says abundance, and it says vitality. And this makes me feel like the community card, you know, getting back out there, enjoying yourself, meeting up with people, friends, trustworthy people, you know, or even just, you know, taking a walk on your own here, but getting back out in nature here. It's time for like the sun to come out. Confirmation. You have the lotus bloom, and it says enlightenment. It says spiritual awakening. So someone here may be needing to understand that what they have been through was just a part of their journey. And I'm hearing Spirit say to someone, the worst is now behind you. Show me more. What's the advice here? You have the herd's call, and this is like the judgment card to me. And it says announcement, and it says significant news. So this is that, to me, that's like, again, depending on what someone is watching, what is inspiring them here, whether it's just their own intuition, whether Spirit's trying to speak to you through your dreams or visions or whatever here. But clarify these 3 cards, because, yeah, it kind of makes me feel like someone needing to make some sort of a choice here. Show me more. Clarify these 3 cards. What's the summer solstice? All right, they're coming out sideways, and you have the winter solstice. Interesting. It says reflection, pause, and a rebirth. So I don't know if something happened last winter, okay? I don't know if this is just like an energy of almost like coming out of the cold into the sun, into the warmth, right? Out of the darkness into brightness. Because it's almost like when you look at the winter solstice, everything looks really cold. There's a lot of ice around. It's making me think of that song about Icebox, Where My Heart Used to Be. But the sun is here. You have the fireflies glow. It says guidance. It says small hope. No, it says small lights and hope. So yeah, it's like I said, right? It is just giving this energy. Imagine, the best way I can kind of describe it from what I'm kind of seeing in my head is, imagine being in a dark cave, right? 5 of Cups energy. You're just kind of 4 of Swords, not really communicating with anybody. You're not really kind of feeling yourself. You know, you're keeping everything bottled in here. But imagine you see in that cave one day this little light just glimmering. You're like, well, what's that? You know, it catches your eye because everything around you is dark, but there's just a little light. And so, you know, it catches your curiosity. And it's like the closer you get to the light, the bigger the light gets. So it's that energy where the bigger the light gets, it's almost like a, how can I put this in words? The bigger the light gets, it's almost like somebody starts to realize, hold on a minute, there's actually a way out of this cave. And then they find the doorway and they stand at the doorway and they say to themselves, well, do I want to stay in this cave or do I want to step out into the sunlight? Spirit's giving somebody a choice. That's how it feels. Give me one more. What's the herd's called? Coming out sideways, landing on falling. It is the celestial gate. I was just talking about somebody standing at a doorway, right? Trying to decide, hey, listen, do you want to step out into that door? Into that whatever is out there, right? What's ever beyond that doorway? You see that little light coming through? Or do you want to stay inside? It says opportunities. It says new horizon, and it's sitting with the herd's call. You decide. Spirit can only put the opportunities in front of you. So now let's have a look at what your money is saying for this week. What do we have for my Virgos? What is the energy here, Spirit, when it comes to their finances? Just 3 cards. Okay, so we have duality. And it says, do not forget about the dual nature of people. It says, don't lose your vigilance. And this is kind of making me think of almost like what I said, where I was saying 2 heads is better than 1, right? It's kind of making me think of the Lover's card. And like I said, you have the Lover's card out here twice. And you see that in both cards. In this card, you see an angel stands above them here, right? And you see the mountain behind them. It's almost like, again, this energy of overcoming any kind of obstacles or blockages that was in your way here. And in this Lover's card, you see that they're not really touching in this card, okay, even though they kind of standing side by side. She's looking up at the angel and he's just standing there. But in this card, you'll see that it's the 2 people they are embracing here. So duality. You could be going into a business, a partnership with somebody when it comes to business here. Maybe you will end up in business with somebody that you're dating, married to, but let's see. You have direction. So again, somebody gathering information, trying to make sure that they're doing the right thing. It's making me think of the Knight of Pentacles that I saw earlier. But it says, do not divert from your path. It says, attract a mentor if necessary. It says, plan where you want to be. So again, there's that energy of a mentor, people that you can trust with loyalty at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and again, this energy of a light with bright ideas. It's like a light bulb going on in someone's head. But give me one more card. What's the energy when it comes to finances? You have success. It did come out sideways. I'm not even going to lie to you, right? Some of you, maybe you need to do more research on something with a direction here. Maybe you need to do more studying. Maybe you need to put more time, effort, and energy into something. You decide. But it says success. It says choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. It says you're on the right track. So maybe that's why it came out sideways. I feel like I'm still speaking to someone who is still standing at that doorway. Some of you, maybe you need to make a choice in terms of your career, right? Are you in the right job? Are you happy there? Do you prefer to be doing something else? Do you have something on the side where you was trying to start, but you started and stopped? Do you need to go back to that? What's the energy, Spirit? You have courage. It says, ask what you are afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back now. There are leadership opportunities for the taking, but it takes bravery. It takes confidence. You also have illumination. It says something hidden is coming to light now. If you find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options, someone lends you a helping hand. And it does say, attract a mentor if necessary. And what is success? Okay, that was clear. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have looking. It says it's okay to look for better work. It says be discreet in your search. It says you need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. But the card that I'm seeing with success, okay, the first one says new life. And that's going in a new direction. But again, with this doorway, it says you may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or new place. And then it came out with on the table. So this was why I'm feeling like this is that energy where we get the aces, right? Where you see the aces are being given by a hand. Didn't we have an ace in the reverse? Oh, the Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So again, maybe like I said, someone overlooked something or they feel like they missed an opportunity, but maybe you haven't. But how are you going to know if you don't take some sort of action? Now it says on the table, it says, time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Know your worth. I'm not telling anybody to leave their job, okay? Or anything like that. But what I am saying is that, like I said, if you're not happy somewhere or you feel like people are taking advantage of you, then maybe it's time for you to start looking at something else. For some of you, right? Especially if I feel like if you have some sort of a purpose here, I feel like you're supposed to be kind of working for yourself. You're supposed to be sitting in some sort of leadership role. So end out this reading for my Virgos. What is it that you want to say? Now, this is a new deck. I want to say thank you to my, well, I don't want to say your name just in case. But thank you to someone in the collective who sent me some tarot decks. I really appreciate that. And I will, as I get to know them, incorporate them in the readings. But this deck is called Oracle of the unicorns. And when I think of unicorns, I think of magic. I think of mystery. I think of, yeah, I was almost going to say like fantasies, like creating your visions, your dreams. But the unicorn energy for me is about if you believe. It's like believing in the impossible. So, how do you want to end this reading? What does Virgo need to know? Oh, look at this. Give me 2 more. Thank you, Spirit. Almost. Not quite. 2 more. Give me a clear message. Okay. And 1 more. Or 2 more. Thank you, Spirit. But I understand. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. You know, as soon as I saw the card, I started hearing that song. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Rebirth. It says reinvent yourself. It says give life to your dreams. Create a new reality. Now, I'm also seeing adventure. It's making me think of the Fool card. Okay? But I'm also seeing the 6 of Swords. And that is that energy of moving to calmer waters. It says adventure. It says dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. It says move to a new location. You have awareness. And it says live in the moment. It says be conscious of your thoughts. And it says look for signs and guidance. You have courage. And it says you are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Told you we have the 8 of Swords here with the 3 of Wands. Don't feel like you are stuck. Don't feel like you are trapped. Put that fear behind you. Release it. It's like for someone here, no more delays. And then you have intention. It says be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. It says be bold with your requests to the universe. So Virgos, that is what I have picked up here this week. I do hope that something has resonated with you. If it has, I do ask that you hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, Virgo, stay safe. Love and light, guys.